I found Roger Dean in 1987. I was making a Nintendo game, and I wanted to have the greatest artists from the record business do artwork for me, because I was thinking that our computer game business was approaching the record business. The only problem with the records, they had big covers, and computer games had smaller covers. But still, yet I wanted to have something quality. So I bought a bunch of books, art books, and the number one guy in that whole genre was Roger Dean. He did most of the Yes covers. He did Asia, Osibisa, Relayer. There's a lot that he did. So I contacted him through his books, and I ended up getting to talk to him, and I said, could you introduce me to somebody who could do some art? I'm looking for a really cool artist. And then, I really love your art. And then he asked me, why don't you ask me? And I said, I can't afford you. I'm just a computer game designer, I'm a publisher or a small potato. And he said, well, try me. Maybe I want to get into this new area, and maybe I don't have to make a lot of money on the first one. We can work it out. And I said, okay, let's talk. And he ended up doing the painting that's in the other room, which is the cover art for my second Nintendo game. My third one was Tetris, second Nintendo game. And Roger and I have remained friends all this time. We've collaborated on a game that never came out. We spent a year, and he did all kinds of artwork, and I did all kinds of work, and we just couldn't find the financing for it. But I still talk to him. In fact, I asked him to do something because I was visiting Richard Branson on his island, Necker Island, and I wanted to bring Richard a present. And so I said, Roger, do something, because he and Roger worked together in the very beginning of Virgin Records. In fact, he did the first the Twins Virgin record cover. And he says, as a matter of fact, next year is it's this year actually, is the 40th anniversary of the start of Virgin Records. And I'm about to do a print of the Virgin Records Twins for that anniversary. So you can get the very first one, the artist's proof, and you can give it to Richard. And I arranged it. Richard's people, I brought it to Necker Island, and I gave it to him at the dinner, and he was just so touched. It was wonderful, actually. So my daughter, when she was 26 years old, my second daughter, Julie, she came to me one day and says, Papa, let's go to Burning Man. And she knew that it was something that I always wanted to do. And you put it on the list of things to do, but you never quite get around to it. And I said, okay, let's go. So it was the four of us. It was me, my wife, my daughter, and her boyfriend. We went to Burning Man, and it was just an eye-opening experience. Burning Man is a different way of living. No money. You can't buy anything. You can't sell anything. No commercialism. There's no advertising of any kind anywhere. It's all stuff that people expressing themselves. I thought that meant barter, that people would be trading, So I'm thinking, what should I bring? And I bought a box of eye drops. I thought a bunch of, drunk, stoned people in the desert are going to need eye drops. And when I get inside, I realize nobody trades anything for anything. Everybody just gives. And that's a very different thing. Everybody gives, and everybody just dresses up the way they want to dress up or not. There are naked people that are out there, and nobody cares. The first year I was just gawking, and I was taking pictures, and I was like, oh my God, this is so awesome. And then the next year, we built out of scaffolding that we got in Hawaii, and we built it and took it apart and then put it in the container. We built a Stonehenge out of giant Tetris blocks. That's what we built. And we've kind of been doing that ever since. We have a camp, and it's been growing. Our camp now, I think last year, had 150 people. And we had a stage with a DJ booth. And the The stage last year was a tower with wings on the side. These wings are 36-foot wings, and they have LED lights at night, and they blow in the wind. And that's basically me drawing on a piece of paper what's going to happen, and then they build it. So this year, the theme it's called Cargo Cult. And in World War II, we went to Papua New Guinea, built runways, planes came, brought food, and to the natives, technology is indistinguishable from magic. So we did this magic, brought all these planes with all this food, and then we left, and they tried to call us back. And so they built fake runways with fires to try to get the planes to land. But the planes always fly over, they never stop. So this year it's John Frum, and we're not calling Americans back, but we're trying to call the aliens back who were once here. And so this year, we're building a spaceport. So it's a spaceport with the wings, and we're going to have a UFO. We're going to have a UFO fly over and drop manna from heaven, and this is the manna from heaven falling down. And they're going to be like giant Hershey's Kisses, except that it's not going to be chocolate. It's going to be a marshmallow, because we don't want anybody to get hurt. So these marshmallows, silver marshmallow with little tails, are going to be flying down, and then people are going to get this manna from heaven. And the main character in this story is John Frum, because it was John from Ohio, John from Los Angeles, John from here, John from there. So these people are called John Frums by the Papuans, and so we are doing a ceremony, whatever, and we're going to call John Frum back from outer space, and he's going to land in our stage, and we're going to have a big party.